Good morning. I thought we'd do just a little get ready with me today. I've got some errands to run, so I thought y'all could sit in here with me in the bathroom and get ready with me for the day while I chit chat about stuff that's going on. Um, if you're wondering what I'm putting on, it's just Oil of Olay Complete. I tease my son every time we go to have to buy some. I say, Murphy, I need some Oil of Olay. He just laughs. He's like, Mama, you're not an old lady. And I said, I'm just working on it, boo boo. Oh, it feels so good. So there's been some exciting things go on here recently. I've started quite a few projects. I have to finish these projects, and I'm gonna take you along with me when we start doing them. But I'm having to refinish a baby high chair for a friend, a client, and I put that off for a while during the spring while I was planting flowers and things. And I told her beforehand, I said, look, this is not going to happen. The grandbaby was just born. So, this is just a BB cream, excuse me, BB cream, L'Oreal, anti-fatigue. I don't know how anti-fatigue it actually is, but it helps hide the redness around my eyes. But anyway, her grandbaby was born about 3 months ago, and she has a antique high chair that she wants refinished for him. And I started on it. I've got it sanded and everything in my shop. Oh, I got a frog in my throat this morning. Hold on. But anyway, I've got to get back to that now that the summertime is here and you can't really be outside much because of the heat. I just put this stuff under my eyes, y'all, and like where I'm red. I don't put it all over my face because I don't like that heavy feeling that a lot of makeup gives me, and plus I don't think it looks good on my skin. And would you believe this? Look at this thing. I haven't had one of those in probably 35 years. I don't know what's going on with my skin. But anyway, I don't like a whole lot of heavy makeup on my skin. So I just do a little bit. But I've got to finish that project to give it back to her so that she can have it in time for her grandson to actually use it and fit into it. If you're wondering where I'm looking, I'm having to look into the mirror. I can't see. This is just bronzer that I'm using. It's just, look, I just use cheap stuff. I don't have any high-end stuff in here. There might be a couple of eyeshadow palettes that I spend a little money on at Ulta. But for the most part, I just use Walmart or drugstore brand stuff. This is CoverGirl bronzer. This is the number 390 Sunset Glitz. That's what it looks like, and this is what it looks like in the summertime. This is what I use because I spend so much time outside, especially planting and stuff. But anyway, I like to bring it up around my hairline to make it look like I've got like a little bit of bronze color, and then I go down here to try to disguise these chins, the whole chin family that I have going on down here. It just kind of helps give me a shadow and give me a actual jawline instead of 2 or 3. And I'll bring it down because when I'm working outside, this doesn't get as tan as the rest of it. You can see that, so I just stick a little bit right there to kind of even things out. Look, I am no makeup guru. I just do the best I can. Blush, this is Maybelline Master Contour. Gosh, this is so old I don't even know what the color palette is. That's what that is. And then it's got a bronzer, a blush, and a highlight in it. And I don't really use this unless it's the winter time. It's too light for me, but I just mainly use it for the blush. And I just put that right there on the apples of my cheek. I don't know if I'm supposed to be doing this at 50 years old, but that's what I do. Maybe somebody out there can let me know if that's what I'm supposed to be doing. But anyway, that's what I do. So back to the exciting things going on around here. Besides the project that I have to finish for my client, I am redoing the bathrooms in the house. So I just put this wallpaper up, or had it helped put it up. I guess it was last year now. Time is flying. But I absolutely love like English cottage, French country, kind of like a mix of both of those styles. And this, they call it chinoiserie paper. It's bold, yes it is, but I don't know. I haven't ever been afraid of doing things like that in my home. Like, I think I went on the farmhouse trend for about 10 minutes and got tired of that very quickly. I mean, I love it in other people's homes, but I don't know. We don't have animals. We don't live on a farm. We live in the country, yes, but this is not a farmhouse. It's a cottage style home. So, I mean, I don't know. If you live on a farm and you have animals and you raise animals, then, you know, that aesthetic works. I mean, and even if you don't, if it's what you enjoy, that's all that matters. It's just not for me, but I tend to do bolder things, I guess you'd say. My son is, I have a son who is turning 21 this summer, and he is a special needs child. His name is Murphy, and he has loved the color pink for as long as he was able to choose a color. Do you know what I mean? He's loved it. And being a special needs child in the South, we kind of, oh, I'm sorry, hold on. What is this? Again, L'Oreal eyebrow. Golly, let me put my glasses on. It's all gone, y'all. I don't know. It's just an eyebrow color. I mean, you paint it on and it's kind of waxy. It dries waxy, so it doesn't move. Anyway, being a special needs child down here in the South, you know, we tried to discourage that and tried to steer him towards typical likes and dislikes of a young boy here. And we've tried and tried and tried to do that. And when he turned 20, I said, enough is enough. If he wants pink in his life, he's going to have pink in his life. So he has always wanted a pink bedroom, and that is what he has. I asked if he wanted some wallpaper in his room, and he said, yes ma'am, I would like some birds, because he had seen the bathroom in here. This is, you know, a bathroom that he uses. And I said, okay, well, let's choose some. And so we got on the internet and we were looking and scrolling and everything. And he found his bird paper. And it is a mural scene of pink flamingos. And they're soft. It's not neon or anything like that. I'll show you one day. But he loves his room. And I love it too. I think it's fabulous. I need to finish it. There's some things that I need to do. He's got a iron bed that I need to put in. Right now it's just he had a wooden headboard and we got rid of that. But I need to finish the iron bed and put up. I need to find or make some curtains for his room and just finish it out. But what I said all that was to say that I'm not afraid of doing things like that in my home. I'm not afraid of color. I'm not afraid of patterns. I'm not afraid of bold things like that. So hence this paper here. This is I'm doing eyeshadow now. The Too Faced chocolate milk chocolate bar. I think this is the milk one. Yeah. Bonbons. You can tell it's well loved. I've used up most everything in here. But it still works. So but I am redoing the bathrooms now. Even though I haven't finished his bedroom. I know that's my I feel like I have ADHD sometimes because I'm like squirrel, and off to another thing. But this is the year of finishing projects. I have started a project in the guest bath, tiling around the garden tub. And look, I've tiled one other time and it was on a countertop, which was a huge mistake in my opinion. But don't ever put tile and grout on your countertop, because if you want a clean countertop, it's just not going to happen. But I'm tiling around the garden tub in the guest bathroom, and it's been stalled because spring came once again. Everything just gets put on the back burner when spring rolls around for me because of my love of gardening and flowers and just being outdoors in general. But so I'm gonna finish tiling in that bathroom and make curtains for in there, install a chandelier that I've been holding on to for about 2 years now. It's an antique brass chandelier with a bunch of crystals, and I've been looking for the perfect piece of furniture to go in there by the garden tub, just to hold, towels and toiletries and things like that, bath salts, stuff, things that you need to have by a bathtub. But it's so narrow in there. I just want something taller with open shelves on legs, because I love antiques and I love the way that an antique piece of furniture by a bathtub really looks. I went down the Pinterest rabbit hole one day and spent 2 hours, time I won't get back, looking at antiques in bathrooms. I'd love to have an antique vanity made into a sink vanity, but I don't know, my husband might kill me if I try to do that right now with everything that I've got going on. I need to finish some projects and then approach that. I've got too much that's unfinished right now to even suggest that I'm doing that. And listen, there's a whole bunch of plans in the works for the dining room and living room and the kitchen, because it's all an open area. But I'm just using the dark chocolate. I'm gonna use this palette over here today. Like I said, I'm no makeup artist. I just do the best I can with what I have. I wish y'all could see this setup I've got going in this bathroom. Y'all are precariously balanced. Ooh. One wrong sneeze or sniffle, you might be down for the count. I don't know. Oh man, I have not been drinking coffee, and I am on an iced coffee kick today. I have no idea why, but it is refreshing. Okay, I'm gonna have to use the magnifying mirror for this. I just put a little black eyeliner. What is this? Oh, this is MAC. Ooh, I spent some money on that. MAC eyeliner, Kajal in Graph Black. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. I'm sure I murdered that word, Kajal, Kajal. I don't know. Anyway, I just put it on my lash line. I don't make a big wing or anything like that because it doesn't look good on me. I have hooded eyes, and I'm sure there's a way to do it to make it look good, but I just don't know how. So I just outline my lashes and try to make them look as dark as I can. I go up in there. How's that? Good enough. We just have to go to town, that's all. And come back and get to work. Anyway, so yeah, I've got to finish all these projects that I've got hanging on, that have been hanging on forever. I have plans to basically redo the whole house. We've been in this house since 2016. And it was just all stock Builder Grade. And I'm not trying to seem ungrateful or anything like that. I'm so thankful for this house. I'm so thankful for our home, and it is a lot nicer than most people's. I'm just trying to make it a home. It was just stock Builder Grade stuff. You know, you choose the finishes and all of that from the builder. It wasn't a specialized or personalized type build. We learned a lot in this build. We learned not to use those builders again, and I'm not going to say who it was, but oh, it was an awful experience. Lots of things were, if there's one thing in this house plumb and square, I'd be shocked. I'll just say that. But I'm very thankful for it. I'm just going through the house, and when I say redo, I'm not like talking about taking out walls or anything like that. I'm talking about just like putting up this wallpaper or changing out fixtures. I changed out the lights in here and personalizing it. Do you know what I mean? Making it my personality, our personality. Of course, my husband doesn't care what I do, you know. Every now and then I'll ask him for assistance if it's something that I can't manage on my own, like heavy lifting or spotting me so I don't fall down and break my neck, that kind of thing. For the most part, I do everything myself. Like when we get outside now, you know, we built a potager garden a few years ago down behind the house, and that was a huge undertaking, and it was just him and me the whole time. Nobody else helped us. It was just him and me, and we got it done, and you know, we didn't divorce, so it was a success. um, he is so supportive of everything that I want to do, and he tries to do everything to make me happy, and vice versa. I do everything that I can to make him happy as well. I try to take good care of him and take care of the things that he needs because he's out there working so hard for our family. We have a little small trucking company. We only have like one dump truck that we use right now, that we have, and we have a driver. But my husband retired from a paper mill. I guess it's probably been 6 years ago now, and then he retired from trucking. He didn't want to do that anymore, so we hired a driver. And he's had a trucking company long before we married. But he got tired of being at home. He had done all the things that he wanted to do around the house. I mean, that's not to say that he's done everything like in the long-term plans, but he got bored being here, and decided to take another job. And they're building a bypass around one of the small towns where I live, and he is working for that company that got the contract to do that. So he's out every day, all day, and I'll try to do what I can to make his life easy when he gets home and before he goes to work, because I love him and he deserves it. All right, this is as good as that's gonna get today. Let's see what we can do with this mop. This is 2 or 3 day hair. The older I get, the less oily my hair is. I would never be able to do this 20 years ago and go 2 or 3 days without washing my hair, because it would just be like the Exxon Valdez. You know what I mean? It's terrible. But it's a whole lot better now. I've gotten a whole lot more gray in it. But let me just refresh a little bit. Yeah, but I'm excited about doing these projects in the house. Especially when you can't go outside anyway because it's too hot. It's always good to have something to keep you busy. I don't have to do a whole bunch because it's so hot outside, y'all. As soon as I walk outside, it's probably gonna be flat from the humidity. It's supposed to be, I told y'all in the last video, it's supposed to be 103 Saturday. And there's no telling what the humidity level's gonna be. I watch Garden Answer, Laura and Aaron on Garden Answer, and they live in the high desert up in Oregon, and which means, zero humidity. So I don't know what day it was. It was one day this week. She was talking about the humidity level being high where they are, and it was like 40-something%. And she was giving credit to us Southerners down here. Don't know how y'all do it in the humidity, because she wasn't able to breathe. And I was like, we don't do it. We just get it all done before summer hits, and then we go inside and suck up some air conditioning. But it's funny how people from different regions, once they experience a little bit of something else, they appreciate where they live. Like I'm sure up there, if I was to go up there and try to do something, I probably would get heat stroke because I wouldn't realize that I was hot because you don't sweat, you know, in that dry heat. You have to be careful. I like to brush my curls out. I don't like them to be like all ringlet. I just want them to be soft. Anyway. Are y'all interested in this kind of video? Watching somebody get ready? Because I do. I watch them. Especially if they're around my age. I want to see what women do on a daily basis to you know, make their makeup look good, or what they're doing with their hair. Y'all, I stopped coloring my hair. I guess it's probably been a couple of years now. I had a bad experience. I had a wild hair. Listen, I know y'all don't know me well. Some of you do. But another area I'm not afraid to do stuff with is my hair. Oh, I think the only color I haven't been is rainbow. But anyway, I stopped coloring my hair a couple of years ago. I had a bad experience with a perm. I had a wild hair and decided I wanted my hair permed. And yeah, it ended exactly how you imagine. My hair was long, probably longer than this, and it fried it, and I had to cut it all off up to here, shaved, and I just had like a little bit of length. Like when I say length, I mean like eyeball length on the top. If I can find a picture, I'll insert it. If I can figure out how to do that. This is definitely a learning curve, people. All this computer work and editing, and your girl's struggling. I need to take a class. And you know, I looked into those classes on how to edit and make videos and stuff. Do you know they wanted $5,000? No. I'll just wing it, thank you. Ridiculous. They must have people paying it, or else they wouldn't be advertising it. I'm not paying it. Drink pause. Oh, that's so good. I had to get off the coffee for a little while, because I can't just drink regular coffee. I have to zhuzh it up, like with all kind of creamers and stuff like that. It's not good for you. I mean, black coffee is good for you. But when you put all that other stuff in there, you might as well just be drinking a Coke or whatever. Anyway. Oh, back to my hair. I stopped coloring my hair, and lo and behold, the ugly beast reared its head. I've got gray everywhere. I'm like, what is happening? But y'all, I'm turning 50 this December. And I'm not as upset about it as I thought I would be. I'm kind of proud of surviving this long. I'm proud of the things that I've learned and learned from, mistakes that I've made. Have I made them more than once? Probably, for the most part. But I think that the older I get, the less I repeat them. So do I want to go back to where I was? No. The only way I would do that is if I knew then what I know now. Contemplated cutting my hair off again. But let me tell y'all, it's so much more convenient and easier to manage. It's less maintenance, in my opinion, having it long. When I had short hair, holy cow, I couldn't just throw it up in a bun. I had to get in the bathroom, because when I go to sleep, y'all, I'll waller. I wake up looking like something's done happened to me overnight. But anyway, I had to spend all this time in the bathroom fixing hair. Even if I just want to stay at home. No, thank you. So, I'm glad I remembered that. Because as long as I can, I'm going to keep it long so I can just throw it up. What are you doing? What's happening here? You want to cooperate there. That's better. I don't like hairspray either, but it helps my curls hold. I'll leave it like this, and then about 10 or 20 minutes from now, I'll go through and brush it out. I don't like for my hair to be all sticky, crinkly. You know what I mean? Like if you're in the wind and it doesn't move, you got a lot of hairspray on. Okay. She's finished. Put some earrings on. I'll be ready to go. Anyway, thank y'all for hanging out with me. This is fun. Getting to talk. See what's going on. Like I said, if you've got any tips for makeup for this, drop me a line. Let me know. I'm open-minded to everything. Let me know. I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. Get my chores done. Having to go to town is the worst thing ever. I can't stand it. That's the perks about living in the country. You love where you live, because if you don't love where you live, then you won't last out here. And if you live out here and somebody says you gotta go to town, it's like, oh, not again. Anyway, I'm gonna get it over with and get back and get to working on some of these unfinished projects that I was talking about. And the first thing I need to do is finish that lady's high chair for her sweet little grandbaby. He's just the sweetest little thing, and it's her first one, so I know she's anxious to get it in her house and get it styled up. So I'm gonna work on that first, but I'll take y'all along when I get ready to start doing some projects. But in the meantime, I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and I will catch you in the next one.